Getting pregnant is not a good reason to get married. You do not have to marry the person who impregnates you.
Wow.
Even if you think you love them. Wait until, if you decide to keep the child, wait until after to see if they're actually father material. Because they may not be.
They might not be.
They might not be.
Today we're talking about 25. I am 25 female. Am starting to hate my husband, 25 male. How do I not? Man, this is also a thing to me. I'm just like, why are you getting married so young? You're both 25. Why are you married? All right, you hate him. You hate him. I mean, you already know the answer to this shit. Okay. I can't even mince my words on this one. I can't stand him. Everything he does irks me to my goddamn soul, and I don't know what to do to get past it. I had a baby that is now in the NICU 11 weeks ago at 29 weeks. She had been up until the day she came out due to undiagnosed preeclampsia, a normal pregnancy, and my husband throughout all of it had been attentive, caring, and eager to help. Man, eager to help me. Yeah, that's hard.
Okay.
So
you could just be postpartum.
Could be, yeah, a lot of emotions going on right now. Okay, but let's see what the fuck he did. All right. And then I had the baby. It was an emergency C-section.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, she and I both almost died, and he unfortunately had to witness all of it. And I recognize how traumatic it had to have been for him, seeing how high and out of control my blood pressure was, seeing me be cut open and then be completely sedated because I was vomiting on the table. Why? Because I was there too. I was the one cut open, my baby ripped out of me 11 weeks early, and then hooked on an IV magnesium for 2 days in a blurred state. I also, just like him, had to go through the agony of having a 29-week preemie with severe IUGR. She is tiny, she was struggling, she is now full term, and she still isn't home, and it is like torture. And while I've cried a lot, and I mean a lot, I'm the one who has been forced to stay sane. He whines when I go. He just couldn't understand why I went every day and why I stayed for so long. He whines when he's there. The recliners are uncomfortable, and the noises won't let him fall asleep. He whines that she won't fall asleep, but he makes no effort to soothe her. He whines that she won't eat, but rolls his eyes and ignores me when I try to show him how to hold the bottle correctly. Mind you, I work in ECE. My job is literally feed babies. He had little to no involvement in my recovery process. In fact, he only spent one night out of the 4 with me when I was in the hospital. This is so many red flags.
Wow.
Which was the second night after I had to ask him to stay with me, and then proceeded to whine about how shitty his sleep was because of the uncomfortable recliner and the nurses checking me every hour. And then during the daytime, spent literally 0 time with me at all. I spent nearly my entire hospital stay alone, and it was like hell. This is long. We go home and he just acts like everything's normal, like we both didn't leave 2 different people. I get that our baby is in the NICU, but he still tries to be coy and flirty with me in that same stupid juvenile way that I have never found attractive. Why did you marry him? Okay. He pouts over everything, has the most outrageous road rage I have ever seen, and loses it constantly over nothing. He worries about money, but still spends constantly. I know this is difficult for him too. I've suggested therapy. I've suggested meds. He says that he's fine with twice a month and that he doesn't want to take meds. So I'm stuck with this petulant, weirdly flirty brat, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him. I'm so angry and resentful with his behavior. He is whiny. He is bratty. I am having to coddle him despite me being the one almost dying and me grieving the abrupt end of my pregnancy. He just doesn't listen to me. He is so detached from everything and so defensive when I bring up my frustrations. I hate him. And I wish he wouldn't have shown his true colors. I wish he would have shown his true colors before he got me pregnant and left me stranded alone. I know this is crazy long and I don't even know what I need help with, but how do I get past this? I don't want to leave him. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I haven't even seen him as a father yet because our baby isn't even home, but I don't know if I can get past just how shitty he's been already.
He could be a father to your baby in the NICU. He clearly is not ready to do that.
They're married. So I also think, I'm like, did you get pregnant and then get married?
Probably.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck did you get married to this dude who was clearly immature? You don't get married just because you're fucking pregnant.
No.
That's a terrible reason to get married.
Getting married is... Getting pregnant is not a good reason to get married. You do not have to marry the person who impregnates you.
Wow.
Even if you think you love them. Wait until... If you decide to keep the child, wait until after to see if they're actually father material. Because they may not be.
They might not be.
They might not be.
All of his actions, I understand it's really traumatic. That's a traumatic experience. But if like I was with my partner and like if I was if you were in the if you were almost fucking died, if my baby almost died, I would be in the hospital every fucking day.
They'd have to kick us out.
Yes. I'd be like,
if he really cared, he wouldn't be whining about being there.
I would be taking care of your hand and foot. I'd be getting everything. I'd be making sure you're right. I'd be complaining to the doctors and nurses. I'd be the most annoying person there. Because I'd be like, you know, treat my wife right. My baby almost died. I fucking don't trust any of you. Mm-hmm. Like, all the things.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker is worried about himself.
Mm-hmm. Because he's a selfish child.
Break up. Get a divorce.
Get a divorce.
Immediately. And hopefully, I'm assuming you haven't been married that long, you can just get it annulled. Yeah. It'd be like it didn't exist.
Yep. Yep.
Just, what the fuck?
Get some other family support. Hopefully you can call somebody. But this man is dead weight.
Dead motherfucking weight.
So
also spending money. You have a baby coming and he's not financially responsible. Mm-mm. He's spending money left and right.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Say what now? Run to the... Oh, you can't run yet. But you know, you're not physically able to. But get the fuck out, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, break up with him. But in this case, get a divorce.
Yes, get a divorce, please. As soon as you possibly can.
That is wild. You want to read the responses?
Yes.
Even though people are going to be like, what the fuck? What do you mean he's already useless? I don't like this person.
Right.
This person's like, when your baby comes home, if he is still as useless as tits on a bull, have a backup plan ready to go. Open a bank account with a different bank that he doesn't know about. Think about where you might stay, or if you want for him to move out, make sure you know where all your important documents are. Yeah, I agree with this, but you should do it right now. There's no reason to wait. No,
don't wait. Do all this.
Wait for the baby to come home. He already showed you who he is. When people show you who they are, believe them. Oh. Okay, let's see what the original support the OP says. I have communicated it with him, and he gets, like, this is about communicating how unsupportive he is. I have communicated it with him, and he gets defensive or just so apologetic that he self-flagellates for no reason.
Oh, God.
I never tell him with the intent of hurting him, but to have an open discussion about what's going on. I unfortunately have no one where to live, neither does he.
Fuck. I'm so sorry.
So you're going to have to unfortunately put up with his ass for a little bit longer until you are in a position to leave, but you still need to leave. I don't know if there's anything coming. Where are you going to go from this? You already suggested to him to get therapy, to get on medication, to change. He's not willing to change. So what's going to happen in a couple months from now? He's going to still be the same person. So work on getting your shit together and get the fuck out.
He doesn't sound safe.
No. I don't know if I would let him to be like watching the baby.
Mm-mm.
Like...
No, I would do something extreme. I would go find a relative or somewhere.
A friend,
someone. You might be in an emergency situation.
A halfway home.
Soon. Yeah.
There's there are services for women
that extreme road rage is also a red flag. He
yes.
self-flagellates for no reason. No, he's not safe.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
There's lots of services out there that you can go to that you be surprised about, especially for new mothers. So, no.
Someone's suggesting couples therapy. OP says, I've suggested it and he made a face. He doesn't see any issue with us and just chalks it up to my PPD and that we're just waiting in limbo for our baby to come home. No, that's BS.
Because, I understand, yeah, you do have postpartum depression, obviously. This was a very traumatic situation.
Yeah.
But his actions, your reaction to his actions are totally valid. You're not overreacting. That's crazy.
All right. Someone says, why is it that so many men revert to sullen teenager the minute a baby is born? The poor new mother has to shoulder the entire burden of adulting and being a parent, while the father devolves and does nothing. You may be seeing your entire future right now. If he won't go to couples therapy, you might be stuck with a sullen teenager husband. Ask yourself this question. If you woke up 5 years from now and your life was exactly the same, would you smile or would you want to kick yourself? OP says, I'd absolutely kick myself. Poster says, then you know what to do.
Get the fuck out.
You already know what to do, and I'm so sorry you have to do this by yourself. Yeah, 25-year-old men are not meant to be parents. I mean, most of them aren't. Maybe some exceptional ones are, but...
Most people, your brain doesn't stop developing until your late 20s. You're still a child.
All right. Someone says, not saying the way he is behaving is right, but do you think it's possible he's reverting to this kind of behavior because of what you two have been through? That's not really an excuse. Maybe him acting this way, joking around, pretending that everything is back to normal, is his way of coping with the whole situation. I don't know. I agree with the commenter that said therapy, and also with the commenter who said hope for the best, prepare for the worst. OP says, I absolutely do. I really do recognize how hard this must be on him, and I don't want to diminish how he feels, but the way he's behaving has just made me so much harder on me. Yeah, I just...
Get your get out plans together.
Yeah.
It's not going to get better. No,
it's just going to get worse.
It's going to get
Man,
worse.
this fucking sucks.
And think about, like, you had a preemie. That baby's going to need probably a lot of extra medical care. Is he going to be able to step up to do that? He's not financially responsible. So how are you going to pay for all this shit? No. Get out, girl. Get out.
Save yourself, save your child.
Yeah.
And start making a plan now to get away from this dude.
Yeah. Totally agree. All right. Well, thanks for watching. That was this video.
Please stop getting married before the age of 28.
That is...
Stop getting married before you're
30, man. Before 30. And you have to, like, really know yourself. Go through some therapy yourself, you and your partner, before you get married if you need to.
Get a dog together first.
Oh, my God. Get a fucking animal. Yes.
Get a pet together first.
And see what they're like with the pet. That'll tell you a lot. That'll tell you a lot about them. And if you're ready to have kids or get married. Because that's a lot of responsibility. And it's almost like having a toddler, so it's a little precursor.
Yeah.
Get out. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.